Alright, boys. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Do you want to tell us a bit about Bumble? Like, what is it and when did you start it?
The whole thing with Bumble was literally, it was like Rag Week 2017, I think.
Right.
And there's like an event in Fibbers, and we went to get tickets for it and like sold out. And like we were pissed off. And me and my gang of boys were like 2 days later, we were like drinking in McGettigan's. And the crew that were running it like switched to the bigger venue in McGettigan's.
Right.
And like we were there drinking, lining up thinking, yes, we're going to get tickets. Missed out on tickets again. So like fairly steamed, kind of pissed off. I was like, fuck it. Why can't we do it like?
Yeah.
Do your own
Because
thing.
like in my gang, a circle, like there's a good few DJs. So like we Conor Gallagher and Gareth Laheen.
Okay.
So I have to shout them out and elevate.
Yeah.
And literally steamed off my head. Went down to Fibbers. I was like, asked, can I talk to a manager? And basically I just bullshit. I was like, oh, we've ran events before. I was like, can we host one here?
Really?
He was like, yeah, go
It's
for
like
it.
faking it till you make it right there.
100%.
Wicked, man.
100%.
Shit.
And literally, Rob speaker off Conor Gallagher, got decks off somebody else. Like nothing was my own. Nothing. Just got bits from each boys and boom.
So you started with the gigs in the venues, or was it the raves? That was the first one.
No, so the first one was legit.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the upstairs of Fibbers.
And was that busy?
Oh, packed out
Packed
the door.
out.
Packed out the
You
door.
kind of got the bug for it then, you know?
Yeah, because like it was Rag Week.
Yeah.
And like everything had sold out. So
Yeah.
like, Joe.
Did it go fairly smoothly?
Unbelievable.
Like, were you confident that you knew what to do, let's say?
Oh no, I stressed on my head.
Yeah,
Stressed on
yeah.
my head. I hadn't a clue. I hadn't a
Yeah.
clue. Just pure chancer, like.
Yeah.
Pure chancer. But wedged out the door, sold out. I was like, fuck it. We might
Man,
give this a go.
You know, your stuff, like, I've seen obviously the Instagram stuff. Your gigs are always, like, super, super busy. I don't even know how you guys seem to, like, you know, the crowds that you're pulling. It's always rammer. Like, how do you do that?
Well, so like we done like not even half a year of like those pre-parties because
Right.
there's no like pre-party scene in Galway.
Nothing.
So like anytime there's a big act, we'd like, fuck it, we'll host something beforehand.
Yeah.
And it was working quite well, but then fucking COVID came and that was it. Like everything
Yeah.
shut down. So
What was your main motivation to do that? Because like obviously you're not making money from pre-parties. So like when you started Bumble, did you have a goal in mind? Like, oh, we want to scale this like a proper event company, or was it just like do it for the crack?
no, at first solely for the crack, for our own crew of boys.
Yeah.
That was it. Like,
Yeah.
Joe, we didn't give a frig about money. Like to this day, we still don't we care about money. Like,
Yeah.
we just want to put on a good event best as we can.
Yeah.
But obviously, we've started to get more and serious now, so
Mm.
you kind of have to think about the money side of
For
things,
sure.
even though we don't want to. But
Yeah.
you kind of have to try and balance the
When you're doing
books.
bigger events, like you can obviously make more or you can lose more. So you have to like take it seriously, I guess.
Oh, lose
Yeah.
massive.
Are you losing?
Yeah.
Are you losing much? Yeah.
So like, obviously during COVID, we started doing the raves, and like that's what blew us up massively.
Yeah. Of
Massively.
course.
So when we came back, like we were kind of the name in everybody's mouths.
Yeah.
So like boom, 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 sell out, sell out, sell out. But then like it has slowed down a bit because like cost of everything is rising.
Oh, it's crazy
and
now at the moment.
People don't really see that. Like,
And do you have like your own gear and all your own stuff like now? You know, when you started, you were kind of
Yeah,
borrowing here, there,
what
and
does the
everywhere.
business look like now compared to that first event? Like how has it
Yeah.
evolved in terms of your like team size and I suppose just the whole thing in general?
team side is uno.
Those.
Is that actually
my first words.
is that
Easy
actually
enough
it?
into it.
Just the two of you?
Just two of
That actually blows me away. Like when you
Yeah.
see like,
Serious?
the brand, like
Just
that's
two, yeah.
nuts.
God,
So-
from the outside, it looks like 15, 20.
Yeah.
Because we
But like we've a big gang of
Is
boys
it?
behind
Yeah, I
us,
think we're-
big
Yeah.
gang of friends.
It's
who,
just a load of boys like supporting you and like love being there with you. Is it?
Yeah. like without our boys helping us out, like we'd be nothing,
I hear you.
nothing,
I hear you. Of
nothing. You have to have a good circle of friends around you.
course.
Simple, because if
And-
you don't have them, like
Is there people along the way now that you've bumped into and you're kind of like, why the fuck are we hanging out with this person? This person's rotten. Nothing like that.
no.
Nothing like that.
You meet a few people along the way, but
Yeah.
we're nice guys. Get on with
Fair.
everyone.
How have the raves been for the most part? Like I've seen that you had maybe one or two of them shut down. Was that like what happened there? How did that happen?
I think like probably if we had like 9 or 10.
The laugh.
Yeah.
Probably have like 9 or 10. I think about
9 or 10.
5 of them have been shut down.
No way. I thought I had one or two.
No, about
Okay.
5. One of them, the guys came and they ripped off the cables and speakers and everything like.
Yeah.
But
That was our second one.
that was the second one, yeah.
Jeez.
The other ones they had actually haven't been too bad. One time I got a good going over by 4 guards, but
Is
it
it?
banned after like 15 minutes. Yeah, they took my license for a while, but they gave it back finally.
But
Wow.
like the thing is, like, if the guards come, like, we are 100%. You know, we're working with them. We're respectable. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
we don't want to pull the piss. We're just there to have a laugh,
Of course.
have a good time.
And would they know you now? Like they probably
You-
know, they
you-
probably know
Oh,
of you.
no, this fella.
they definitely know me. But they've actually been so sound nearly all the time. to be
Is it?
fair, yeah, very sound.
'Cause,
Like,
like,
pull
they're-
the, hey, Sean, pull the mic a bit closer there.
even
yeah.
even a lot of the time, like they'd
Cool.
even help us bring out the equipment and stuff. Like, to be fair,
So at the end of it, like they're like, fellas, got to shut this down. We'll help you pack it up and
Yeah,
stuff. Like,
like-
that kind of way.
Yeah, yeah.
and
Because
we
like,
always clean up and stuff like straight away
Wow.
after.
yeah, like we'll always clean up. We'll always work with the guards. But like, obviously, we're gone more professional now, so we
Yeah.
don't do raves anymore.
No.
No,
No
we're
raves.
not allowed.
You didn't
No
do one
way.
yesterday. I don't know you didn't do that. No,
No, we
sorry.
had nothing last night. Just
Must have
home,
been dreaming.
few beers with the boys.
Yeah.
That was it. Nothing hectic.
Standard. Yeah,
Definitely
standard.
wasn't us. Don't tell my mother. Whatever about the guards, don't tell my mother.
And has anyone ever been like arrested properly?
No,
No.
never.
Nothing like that.
Never,
No.
never.
Maybe in a different country, but I think in Ireland they're a bit soft, aren't they?
The guards here are sound enough,
That's off.
anyways.
Guards
Oh,
are
no. Like, the
100%,
guards
Sound,
are-
it could be anywhere
100%.
else now. You'd be
They're
getting
only
arrested, no
doing their
problem.
job, like.
Yeah,
You know?
for sure.
If they get a report, they have to, which is fair.
What about the colleges? Would they ever be complaining? No.
We've never got on them directly.
No, not directly.
No,
Okay.
no.
But through the grapevine, they're like, fuck these guys.
But we actually have a good relationship with the college at the minute, so
Yeah.
yeah, we're working with them and we enjoy it. Like
Yeah.
we done host 2 massive events this year. We teamed up with Reboot. Shout out MD Duffy. So yeah, no, we have a good relationship with them.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
And
that's
Sean,
the main thing.
you're still in college, aren't you?
Still in college, just about now, but
Nice one.
we're getting
Are
there.
you got to finish it out?
Yeah, I'll have to anyways.
Is it been tough, like with the running
Oh,
Bumble and
it's-
then the work as well?
It's tough enough, yeah. This semester now has been fairly tough, like, but
Yeah.
we're getting through it slowly.
So you're
Hopefully,
basically like 1.5 men running Bumble.
MCQ done in College Court yesterday.
at 2:00, just took out the laptop. Oh,
Jesus.
I went right though. I hope we'll know tomorrow.
How is it, lads? Like, I wanted to ask you, like what kind of toll does it take on your body? Like when you're doing this many events, like are you drinking at every one of them? Are you going fairly mad?
Some of them, like,
Like the big events,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you stay level headed. You have to be make sure everything runs smoothly.
Mhm.
But like once the music gets
yeah,
going, like
once everything's
Yeah.
up and running, like, you can
It's like the
have a few
social
drinks,
pressure, isn't
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
It's hard, like
yeah,
You get sucked into it. You see everyone else, you're like, fucking hell.
Yeah, yeah.
This is unreal. Like, this party is going well. I
Oh,
want to get on it now.
definitely,
I'm thinking to
definitely.
myself.
yeah.
But like, I stress out so bad, like in the lead up to an exam. Not an exam. Can we cut that, please? No, but I stress like until the doors open and the music starts. I'm so bad. This fella is chill. I have to give it to him.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not as bad as him.
Yeah, no.
What are you
he's-
stressing about?
I'm just worrying, like, will it go well?
Yeah.
Will people enjoy it? Because, like, I just want people to have a good time, remember it.
Hmm.
And I don't know, it's just going around in my head. But
Have there been any moments in the events where things have went wrong?
yeah. So in Salt, there's like this issue with the smoke alarms
Okay.
and like the smoke machine. So actually, Ben MÖRO, one of probably his biggest shows in Galway, like that, too much smoke filled the thing, fire alarm goes off and it cuts out the whole electricity.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you have to reset the whole
my
thing
God.
and stop running around like a headless chicken.
That's a
You can
worst
never
nightmare.
prepare for that.
No.
Jesus.
And how many events have you guys run now, do you think? Or can you even count? Or is it the kind of...
Last year, let's say.
Yeah, I go last year, yeah.
Oh,
Well, if you included like American stuff,
I can't even think off the top of my
Include
head.
Is it kind of
American
like
stuff,
that?
What, 12?
Oh, hold on, 2
Well-
seconds. Can I check my phone?
Are they about?
Yeah, far away.
Are they about like 22, I'd say, last year.
22.
Right.
Something like that.
And is it busier now this year?
Yeah, what's your schedule like this year? Do you plan quite far in advance, like with your events?
Oh, yeah, we're like
so
a year ahead.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, like,
You have to be for booking DJs and stuff now.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I know that
So
for the
kinda-
Ibiza season, they're booking in January for summer and stuff. Like 6
Oh,
months
yeah.
ahead, you know?
Definitely.
like the whole like booking system now and artists and stuff is gone crazy. Like crazy. You have to be booking them a year in advance, and then like artist fees are scandalous.
Yeah, madness.
Like for the smaller promoters, it's getting really, really tough. Really tough.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of that lately. Some DJs, man, are actually charging stupid fees.
It's crazy.
Is it to do with like the size of their team and stuff, do you think? The fees? Because I hear that, you know, some DJs might have like 20 fellas with them as a team, you know, and they're paying out the rest of their team.
Yeah,
and
so
stuff.
you've seen that it's got way more expensive compared to a few years ago with DJs. Just
Yeah. Like
multiply.
that's mad.
multiply by 5 or 6.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I wonder why that is.
Like for smaller venues, and like Ireland, majority venues are small. It is hard for promoters, 100%. Like people go into your event and it's packed, and they're like, "Oh, these boys are smashing it." But like when you add up all your costs, you're playing with small margins.
Yeah.
Small margins.
Yeah,
Risky business.
Yeah.
no room for error.
But then once we have a laugh, we couldn't give a fuck.
Like, so would you say like the raves then have been the thing that's grown your following the most?
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Were you the only ones doing it at that time when you started?
At that time, yeah.
Yeah.
That time now there's other crews popped up. Fair play to them, taking a bit of pressure off us and the limelight,
Yeah.
which was needed.
It's no
But without the raves, like, I doubt we'd be half as done as
Yeah,
But you
as
do
we
like take your content really seriously as well.
Yeah,
Like
and
all your
we
short form
have
clips and stuff.
we have a savage man on the job now, Luke Fleming, Flamingo
Wow.
Media. He's
Shout out,
the
Luke.
man.
Nice one.
Yeah. So who runs that side of it? Is it Luke, and is there anyone else that does it? Because there's like a fair bit of work that goes into that.
So like the Instagram stuff, we do it ourselves.
Yeah.
But like in regards all like videos and reels and stuff, now Luke's our guy, 100%. Flamingo.
Okay. Yeah. What would be like your individual roles then, yourself and Sean? What would you, do you like kind of do whatever needs to be done, or is it like separated?
So
kind of?
technically on paper, I'm founder and director, and this fella is co-owner and secretary.
Secretary,
Yeah. He's still in college, so.
Yeah, you have to give him the secretary role.
Yeah.
He's still in college.
And watch, is there a camera? If you can
There's
see
a few.
There's a few of them there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try and spot them out.
You'll understand now while he's the secretary. Watch this.
Whatever it is, we'll pull up on screen so you can just show him.
Jeez.
Watch this for
Send it to me after.
spelling.
That was not.
Get it right in the camera.
You
Pull
keep
up on
talking for a
screen.
minute while I find it. But so obviously I've gone away traveling.
Yeah.
So this man has done absolutely untold. Like he's holding the ship down.
Really, yeah. Big time.
That is nuts.
Carrying
'cause
all the boats.
we had like
Jesus.
the Shed residents on there not too long ago, and they have 14 guys on their team,
The
and they
Shed
all
from
take on
Dublin,
a small
yeah.
little role, whatever it is, which allows them to run a series.
They have an accountant,
Brand in
like they
Dublin,
have
but-
like a secretary, but an
Yeah.
actual secretary, you know that?
Yeah.
It's crazy. 14 of them, but two fellas, and then one lad leaves. You take on the heath. Man, that must have been some pressure, lad.
He's good under pressure.
He's good, yeah, in the
He's
pressure
not here
cooker.
this morning.
Yeah,
This morning. That was serious pressure this morning.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know, it's good. Like,
What was the travelling like, man?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Where'd you go to?
So I left home, done like a few of the Emirati countries, done India. Then I've been working in Oz for like 3 months doing FIFO.
FIFO.
that?
It's like working in the mines.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa.
So it's long hours, but the cash is serious.
Is it? I've
But-
seen that advertised. A lot of money in that, man.
Yeah, but that's what actually gives me. Do you know, you're saying they have so many on the team because when you're in the mines, like you're up there kind of by yourself. It's like in the evenings I'd have like 1 to 2 hours just by myself in my room. So I'd hop on all the emails, all the planning, all that. FaceTime this fella.
while I'm waking up.
Yeah.
And like just gives you like at home you have too many distractions. I felt so it's actually like working out well.
Kind of cleared the head a little bit.
Yeah.
The time difference is tough though. You only get like 3-4 hours maybe max
Yeah,
before you're in bed again.
that's all he wants though. I don't wreck his head otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when he's away, like, it's way handier because when you're at home, like, between football,
Where's the
farming,
camera? Look at that! Look at that for spelling.
Those-
Quince Titty Breach.
Quince and Titty
I thought I done well. That's why he's secretary. I'm dyslexic, so hada.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
They could go balance there between the two
So
anyways.
how long were you in the mines for then? Was it
I done 3 months first,
3 months? Okay.
and then I went traveling for 10 months all around like Southeast Asia, and then we done like a J1 summer tour of events.
yeah.
this year, so that was good crack.
That was great, Craig.
We're hopping around.
Really? In the
Yeah.
States, like?
Yeah.
So you were playing gigs out there in the States as well?
Yeah, we done 12
Like
shows
12
out
or
of there,
something?
and like 10 of them sold out. So like,
Wow, man, you must have got a load of
How-
Irish coming to them though.
yeah, but that's the thing. We hit up all the
J1 spots.
hot spots.
Where all the Irish will be.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
would you say like it's your brand that's allowing you to sell out, or is it just the way you're putting on the events and who you're booking out there? Does it matter? But like, is your brand even recognized out there?
I would be from like the Irish, like
They'd all
everybody
Irish out there too.
yeah, because there's so many Irish in the J1s. Like the places were mobbed with people, like,
Yeah.
but like picking the time and place, like, it's half the battle too. Like the day you have it on that's half the battle. Like when you put on an event, like
And what kind of countries are you playing in? You've always played America now, Ireland,
Vancouver. We're in Vancouver.
So
Vancouver as well.
countries we've ticked off to date. We've obviously Ireland.
Yeah.
We've done Dubai. We've done Australia, Canada, and America.
Jesus.
And then this summer we're adding
Greece. We're in
Spain
Spain.
and going back to America
back to
again.
America.
And that's all booked now, all ready to go.
All
Like.
ready.
And
to
I've
rock.
seen you're doing a
Jesus.
big giveaway for that Greece one.
Yeah.
You're like flights covered, hotel covered.
Oh,
Is
that's
that a partnership with someone?
so just reverse there. So
Yeah.
that's probably another reason why we've a big following other than the raves. When we came back, like with all our big events, we always gave away like big competitions, like holidays to we done Amsterdam, Berlin, Budapest, Paris. Like we've given away decent prizes.
Wow.
Yeah.
How are you funding that? You just
Just-
out of your own pockets?
Yeah. Because like
Yeah.
we feel like we want to give back to the people that's attending.
Yeah.
So like, as I said from the day one, we're not all about money. Like we
Yeah.
we're the people's person.
Yeah.
Vote Trump.
Oh my god. And like, what's the plan now for Bumble? Let's say in the next like 3 years, would you want to transition more to like international gigs instead of what you're doing now, or what would you want to just maintain what you're doing in Ireland?
Definitely try to get a festival somewhere. anyways.
festival.
Yeah.
You want to get a
Festival-
stage somewhere? Is that what you're
yeah,
kind of looking
festival
for?
in Galway is the big goal. Like
Do your own festival in Galway.
That is the dream.
like big
the
top.
dream, like.
Yeah, like a one-day festival in Galway is our dream. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where any
God, you're
ideas
on the
on where
right
you
track,
do that?
boys. Like, to be honest,
Honestly.
you're on the right track, big time.
Yeah, but it's a big
Yeah.
step up and a lot of red
is.
tape. Like we're looking into it, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mm.
Eventually,
We'll get there-
hopefully,
we'll get there soon.
hopefully.
You need to
If we
expand the
don't
team a
go
bit.
bankrupt by the summer.
Yeah.
Wow.
What are like some of the other factors that have to align for like an event to be successful? Because like when we were talking to other collectives, like it's really hard to predict like student demand. Like one event could be a hit, and then one's just like, you know, you can't even fill half the venue. It's like, how do you kind of plan that, like student demand?
like
It's something you've learned throughout the years.
Like the time and when it's on is the big thing. Like
Yeah.
for students, like
Yeah.
we normally do Thursday nights because that's when students would mostly go. Like every Thursday, that just be packed around town. Like
Yeah.
so, and then we do what sellers on a Tuesday.
yeah. So like we'd get on to the two colleges at the start, like earliest possible once they release their timetable.
Which two colleges nowadays?
GMIT and NUIG.
Okay,
Because obviously
cool.
we're mainly Galway,
Yeah.
but we're also branching into Limerick now a bit. We've done 2 events there sold out, so
Yeah.
we're kind of hopping between
Right.
those. But like we look at those calendars and we just kind of pick the dates we think, Christmas Day, end of exams, rag weeks, and just base it off that.
Mm.
But we get it wrong sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the biggest loss you've taken? Do you want to share it?
Oh yeah, like fucking $5,500.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What event was
Oh,
that?
man.
Huh?
What event was that?
I won't say it might
Okay.
damage the DJ's name,
Okay.
the reputation.
It was a singular DJ, was it? You don't need to say the name now. Just like,
There may be more than one in the.
all right. And was it in Ireland?
yeah.
It was. Okay.
Oh, actually, in fucking we done like
No, that wasn't as much. Was it?
it was fucking. I think it was like $5,000.
So that's
Yeah.
similar.
So like
Yeah.
we've taken hits, like,
Yeah.
but we're good cracks, so we keep going. Like
Oh,
same with
I
the
love the
raves. Like
mindset.
people always say, like, oh, why don't you charge like a $5 for all that? It's like that's not what a rave
not
is
the
about.
point,
Like
yeah.
it's there for have a buzz, simple as.
Yeah.
Just leave
Yeah.
the bucket at the entry.
Donations, please.
What's your favorite event? Would you both say, Sean? What would you say?
Like the favorite event we
Yeah,
do,
like you've ever done. Or is it hard to pick?
Favorite event we ever done. The one we had with Han Lang was probably very
Yeah,
good.
that was this time last year.
This time last year, Han Lang, Jazz and Jod. That was very good.
Where was that?
That was in Salt.
So
Salt. Okay, yeah. That was a big
one,
event, wasn't
One
it?
went to college the first time.
yeah, I wasn't around for that, but
That was very good. Me and Ben were playing.
All right.
You were at it, weren't you?
Yeah, I fucking was.
Yeah, that's right.
I was, yeah.
That was
I
class.
was.
What do you think of it, lad?
I thought it was a great event.
Was it?
good answer. Good answer.
No, it was. That was my first time
Right
in,
answer.
in Salt Lake.
Yeah,
But yeah, Jesus, some event for Galway. It was like what, 2,500 people or something.
2,800 in the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Wow.
Crazy
It was
amount.
crazy.
That's one of the biggest crowds I've actually heard now.
Yeah, because like we were working off
Big lineup.
600s, 650s, so like that was a huge jump,
Mm.
huge. But like teaming up with the Reboot crew, like
Does that make it quite
Yeah.
quite straightforward then?
Oh yeah, like
Great operators,
Yeah,
great operators,
yeah.
I'd say.
they're solid
They're
crew.
flying it, like.
They're flying it. Like they
Yeah.
put Ireland on the map massively.
Yeah.
Massively.
Are you going to do some more stuff with them in the future, you think?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely.
You're good friends with them, like.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
very
yeah,
good,
yeah,
yeah.
like family.
Unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
It's the dream right there.
Is there anyone else doing it apart from yourself and Reboot at this level in Ireland?
They're like in Ireland at the minute. There's so
many, but
so many.
Yeah, at your level though.
Sure. We don't really know what we're at all. As I told you, we're just chancers. Like people is always coming up to us like, "Oh, you're doing so well,
Yeah.
But like, we're just fucking
Yeah.
Trying our best, like.
trying our best.
Keeping it lean, like it's the best way to do it.
And when did it kind of like start taking like a business? Like when did they start doing all the emails and all that? Like when did that all start
The
happening?
emails.
Do you know what I mean?
Once the emails start going,
Do you know
it's
what I mean?
a
It's
business.
when did that all kick off?
Probably like after our first big event in Salt, we done it with BLK.
Oh yeah.
And the Reboot team were part of that as well. But like that was the first time like we looked at each other and we're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, here we go. It's getting hot.
Like nearly crying, like we were so proud.
That one was actually class.
That was
could have been the
crazy.
best one, like, 'cause
Like-
it was the first one as well. Like, first big
Seriously.
one.
That's where I thought like, oh, maybe we can really turn this into something
Yeah.
long term.
Yeah,
And we're staying afloat anyway since.
yeah. And did you go to college yourself, Martin, or no?
Multiple colleges.
Multiple times. I've attended 4 colleges.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So probably the highest ranking one was the Green Cert in Westport. So fun fact about me and Sean, we're actually huge farmers.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Massive, yeah. Where we live is the sticks.
It's like
Alright.
complete valley. Like, there's only like, at the end of the valley, there's like 6 houses. Like they're, like,
Like to a local shop
Mad buzz.
a local shop where you can't even get a chicken fillet roll is like 15 minutes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Whereabouts
Yeah.
is that now?
Clonbur.
yeah.
I never heard of it.
Clonbur for Junior.
Like we'd be neighbours, like, and we're a kilometre away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's another like class thing about like we've grown up since fucking yay high together
Mm.
and we're still friends. This morning I was touch and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's brilliant. And Sean, when did you get into DJing yourself? Was it after you started Bumble?
Yeah. So I only started DJing. So I went to America I went to Thailand for 3 weeks, and then I went to America when I was actually running out of money in America.
Yeah.
And I said to this lad, I was like, geez, I actually might try to do an event over here. Like, and that was kind of my first one doing it by myself.
Mm.
And then I just went into a pub on a Wednesday. I was like, is there any chance we could do an event here? And he kind of laughed at me. I was like, I'll actually fill the place. Like,
Yeah.
and he gave me the go ahead at 11 o'clock on the Wednesday night. Like, and the event was going to be on the Friday. So then the next day was just sorting decks, sorting everything. I had to
Yeah.
go into San Fran on the bars and just get the decks, like just hop over the thing to
Jeez.
yeah. And then so just when we were fuck.
Good.
Timed out. The brain timed out. It's
Oh,
all
yeah,
foggy.
So
Did you
just
go to
when we-
America by yourself?
I went over with another lad from Tullamore.
Right. Okay.
So like then when everything was set up, I got 3 DJs and the boys were like, oh, why don't you hop on for a while? And I was like, I don't know how to play it.
Yeah.
Then it just clicked in my head. I was like, sure, it's kind of stupid me not playing like
Mm.
when I have such a platform. Like, so when I came home, I actually had no Wi-Fi at the house for a month.
Right.
So I got an old pair of decks off Fune. I don't even know what they're called. And there's no screen or anything on them like to beat match.
Right.
And all you can see is the second name of the artist who made the tunes like. So I just had to do it on time, so just learned by ear straight away for months. Like,
Unbelievable. That's like going vinyl when you're starting nearly.
Yeah.
That's like
oh,
old
these
school.
yokes were the oldest things ever. Like,
Grey, with like grey Newmarks or something.
oh no, they were Pioneer.
Pioneer, yeah.
There was no screen rented on them though. Like,
Wild. That's wild.
so I just went 3 weeks, just went flat at it. Like,
It's the best way to learn, to be fair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
must
is.
be.
Because like when I left, he wasn't DJing, and then like he used to FaceTime me in odd time in the house. He's like, "Oh, I've started on deck." I was like, "Oh, class." You know, be like, "Oh yeah, go on." Like I thought, oh, this lad has a notion.
Yeah,
Came
yeah.
back a couple of months later, and I'm absolutely flying it.
Yeah,
And then he got into producing, fucking like that.
yeah.
Madness.
And he's not bad.
He's not bad. He's not bad.
Yes.
So you're producing as well?
yeah, I started producing in June with the help of that fella.
Yeah.
Big time.
And how's that going for you?
That's good. Very good. Yeah, just spending hours at it every day.
Yeah.
like, you
That's
have
the
to.
daytime job, isn't it?
I have like what 10 songs out now.
Is it SoundCloud?
Yeah, SoundCloud. Yeah.
Someone have to pin that in the pod now.
Yeah, yeah,
Otherwise,
yeah, for sure. Do you enjoy it?
Oh, I love it. Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
Spend hours every day. Just
Never
Every
making
day.
stops.
tunes, like.
Never stops.
Serious. Do you play your own stuff as well?
Yeah, do. Play a few of them the whole time. Like, you don't always like. I wouldn't
really
always play
fit.
my own stuff. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And you're independent, are you? You haven't signed with anyone.
Bumble bookings.
yeah, bookings. Like,
Can you explain a bit about that?
Huh?
Bumble Book. Can you explain Bumble Bookings? What is it?
so that's the agency.
Yeah, so
It's like, well,
obviously when the events started going well and we were taking it more serious, I was like, okay, let's dabble in a few other areas.
Mm.
And people were first like, oh, just start releasing songs on SoundCloud. I was like, oh no, I haven't really notion. Like, we'll just stick to events and that's it. And then obviously after COVID as well, there's like a heap of bedroom DJs coming out producing.
So many, yeah.
And like the talent in Ireland just out of nowhere was unbelievable.
Mm.
So I was like, I'd love to get a few young boys and try and put them on a platform.
Yeah.
So I went with Bumble Bookings first as an agency. And my first target was MÖRO.
Yeah.
And then since then, like, we have I think some of the best young talent in the country at the minute.
Yeah.
And then after that, like, people are always texting us, oh, will you DJ at this event? Will you DJ at that event?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not a DJ, we just do events. So then I set up a collective of DJs, Bumble Blackguards. And like in the first year, they had like 40 something bookings, which is crazy. Like, he's a part of it.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, fuck. And then the final and last branch was Bumble Beats, just a record label. Like, it's nothing too serious, but it's just like another element of the whole music scene.
Mm.
So like kind of 4 things on the go, but
Yeah.
like,
So with like all
That's
the
unbelievable.
DJs in Bumble Blackguard, are they a part of the artist management, the bookings?
not individually.
Okay.
Sean is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like Bumble Blackguards is a part of it.
Mm.
But no, not individually. But there's room, there's room. We'll be growing all the time.
What are the benefits for an artist then if they were to like work with bookings and sign with you as artist management?
We're just good crack.
Okay,
Just good crack. He can vouch for that.
What's the story with the merch as well, guys? You've got your own merch and stuff now.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we've done jerseys. So there was 4 jerseys out first.
I think I seen a photo shoot a while back. Would you do a massive photo shoot for that?
Yeah,
Get a bunch of models in.
Yeah. We had to get a few good looking people to make them more advertising.
Sick.
But yeah, we done jerseys first and like they blew up. And then people were saying, oh, I should do more. But like, it's just so hard to like, balance everything.
Yeah,
but
juggling.
then recently we launched these and they went well enough. So
Yeah,
but
nice.
we'll every couple of months we'll drop something like.
Yeah.
Was it fairly like start a clothing brand is not that easy? Like, so what was involved in that? How much work?
Well, it's we're kind of still growing. Like,
Yeah.
we don't know what we're at really with it.
Yeah,
We're kind of just play it as it is.
that's the best way though. Just to be naive about it. you know?
Yeah.
A lot of people just overthink it and then they won't do it because they think it's too hard.
Yeah.
But you obviously don't give a shit. You just go for it.
We don't
see what
give a
happens.
shit at all.
Figure it out along the way. Like,
There's ages trying to pick the design on the back.
Oh, we were like 6 months playing with the design.
Oh.
yeah,
Because like, I'm such a fucking freak about small details and
Yeah,
stuff.
the finer details.
Yeah. Which is probably not a good thing because it fucking wrecks my head.
5 years later.
Yeah.
This one.
yeah. Jeez. And like in terms of the posters and stuff like that, do you get someone like who does them for you?
So we have 2 graphic designers. Our main graphic designer would be Dylan Martin.
Okay.
Fishy Designs.
Okay.
Something fishy. So he's our main guy. And then we have another lad up in Donegal. So yeah. So we kind of for our smaller gigs, we kind of like one theme's kind of like more like underground kind of planning, and then for our bigger gigs we just got nice bright colours, something that you go, ooh, brother.
And Martin, are you gonna give the DJing a go at some stage or no?
That's probably a question that I get asked the most.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Have you ever done it? Have you ever hopped up on the decks at any stage?
Like I bought decks and I started playing with it around COVID, but I never like dived into it fully because like I have too much crack the far side. The deck's giving it all that.
Yeah. You like
Yeah.
I guess
No, I don't think I will.
I'll teach him yet. He will.
You think so? Yeah.
I'd love to be able to hop on at a house party or something just to be Joe.
A little quiet one. Yeah.
But no, other than that, I leave it to these guys.
Yeah. Class. Any big events lined up this year?
What's next?
Huh?
What have we next?
So we've the summer
Sometime
tour.
tomorrow, don't you?
The boys are playing at Outset Festival.
Oh yeah.
But in regards like big college events, we won't be releasing it till like the end of the summer. But we've like a full week overnight us with Life is a Beach Party of events, which is cool. And then like we're going to Zante and Magaluf. So that's kind of our main summer ones. So like we done the whole America last year. We're doing Europe and America this year. So we're just adding places to the list.
Wild. That's
Jesus
serious. Could you see yourself here like years ago? Could you see yourself at this level?
Not a notion.
No.
See how I spelled Quincentennial Bridge?
Not a notion. Deadly.
I was doing the green cert.
Wow. I mean, like, did you have a go when you started at all? Or you're just like crack, just pure crack.
Oh yeah, it still is crack.
It still is, yeah.
Because like if you're not having fun at what you do,
What are you
like,
doing?
there's no
Exactly,
point doing
Exactly.
Yeah.
it. Simple as.
Deadly, man. You've actually made some.
And it's
career.
sustainable to make a career out of it. Obviously, you can with DJing, but the company, if it was just Bumble, it's sustainable. You can make a career out of it.
At the minute,
Yeah,
no. Definitely not at the
full-time
minute.
Yeah, you have to get there though if you want to keep doing it.
Are you working on the side as well then?
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of coming and going. He's still in college, so.
Right.
But if I didn't go to the cashing in the mines every so often, it'd be game over.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jesus.
Are you
Anything else?
Are you funding like Bumble from the mines as well? Is it coming out of your pocket as well? You're kind of sending it overseas.
So it was, but I've set up like a proper business account now. So I try not to dip into my own at all, but the way things are looking this year, I might have to.
It has to happen sometime. Wow. Amazing.
That's unreal. That was great, lads. I don't think I have any more. I think we got through
Is
everything.
there anything else that you guys want to drop
Yeah.
for yourselves, like plans or nothing like that, or anything?
Anything you want to shout out?
Oh, I don't know.
What are you pushing the most? Is it the artist management? Is it something you're trying to like focus on growing the most right now?
The artist management at the minute we're pushing.
Yeah.
But obviously events will always be our prime. But no, artist management really want to get that because like we have the talent and we want to give them the best opportunity they can.
Yeah.
I start crying. That's actually very
That's it.
She's start tearing up over here.
Oh, Jesus. Do you like when I say hello, boys?
Okay.
Now we can get the boys in. Yeah.
Me and Sean have sweated enough, so we're going to hand over to our media guy, Luke, and one of our artists, Ben. Thank you.
Thank you. Woo.
Oh, Lord.
So,
So,
boys.
hey, wicked fellas. You did well. You did well. Honest to God, like you did well.
Where's the camera looking at me?
it's still rolling, boys. We're not cutting any of this, you know. It's
This
just
is my
going.
good side.
Absolutely, none of this.
Absolutely nothing. The rule is no cuts. Doesn't matter what. It's not what I told you beforehand.
That's absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole thing is a blooper reel. Really.
I want to talk to Luke a bit about like the videography and stuff. Like, when did you get into that? That's great.
So I've been taking photos since I was about 17.
Yeah.
And I've been doing video about 2 years, but
Okay.
I actually only started doing event videography in August.
Okay.
I went to a rave that one of my mates was playing at, and kind of since then it kind of just blew up. I've been doing like a festival for like the last 5 years, so like I kind of would have been involved in the scene. I'm from Carlow, I'm not obviously from Galway, like the boys. But yeah, kind of since Christmas, everything's kind of just been crazy. Like I did 30 events in 37 days over all the rag weeks.
Yeah.
That was
All the
pretty
rag
nuts.
weeks.
Yeah, I did. I drove like 3,500 kilometers that week.
Why do you take on so much work? That's hard. Like,
Well, I
Just to love
love it. It's money. It's like I don't have a job. Like this is
Yeah.
my job. This is all I do.
Yeah.
Flamingo like is like a brand and everything. So like working alongside Bumble is great because I can grow with myself as well as like help the lads, and like I feel like I've known the boys since I was about 14, even though I only know them not even since Christmas. Yeah. So yeah, it's great. Like
I met Luke in like December. Just said when you said he done 37 gigs in 30 days, and I think I met him in December. I was going to Index, first time meeting him, and I'd say I've seen him nearly every week since. Like, just
Really?
he's been at every event I've been at. Like,
jeez. And did you do any courses to learn what you know in terms of like videography? Because it's
so
high level stuff. Like,
I did product design, innovation, and marketing in Maynooth.
okay,
So I have a degree in that. But the way I kind of look at it, I look at it as like I'm the product and Flamingo is the product, and I try to build like a garden around Flamingo. So like I'm trying to build like some sort of like not like a legacy, but I'm trying to build the whole thing around.
yeah.
Kind of,
And are you niching in on events like now?
kind of, yeah.
Has that helped your brand like grow?
Yeah, because like I have a studio in Carlo as well, but I guess just trying to grow everything. But I much prefer doing the events because I guess numbers wise it's good as in like views.
Yeah.
Because which at the end of the day, sadly, that's all I actually care about is the numbers and the views, because the more numbers and views I get, the more money I can charge and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. How's that?
You don't want to get too many views.
yeah, exactly. It's gonna hit 200k though.
Jesus. Yeah. How's everything going with yourself, Ben? How's producing going and stuff?
Class. It's never stopped the last 4 years.
Yeah.
I've been producing 4 years now, and I've probably made a song nearly every 2 days since. I'm always making music.
Yeah. You're full time now as well, aren't you?
Have you got a studio for yourself?
Yeah, I have a studio at home. My shed. Parents kicked me out like 2 years ago. Out into the garden, so they got me a shed, and it's like a chill area, and then I have a studio on the corner.
Nice.
You're just too loud for them, was it?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, makes
Turn
sense.
that shit down. When I was actually starting music, one day my dad came in and was like, "Turn that shit off," and I had a full-on argument. I started crying. I was like, "This is not shit. This is what I want to
Yeah,
do."
This is good shit.
Yeah.
And what did he say now? Does he
He
recognize that
likes
it's good?
it now. I converted him into techno now. He likes it.
Yeah. Gee, that's hard to do, man. To
Yeah,
convert
fair.
someone to techno.
Are you DJing as well?
Yeah. I'm DJing now since last February. The boys gave me my first gig in Galway.
Nice.
I didn't have a clue how to DJ. I taught myself.
It's the whole giving back thing.
2 weeks before my gig, I taught myself in the shed every day. I was out there on my own, dancing around, teaching.
In the shed.
Yeah, my first gig was a sellout in Galway, so it was class.
Serious.
Unreal.
And you've been
Ever
DJing since?
Yeah, a year and 2 months now.
And you're playing your own stuff as well?
Yeah, all my own stuff. Are
you playing all your own?
All your own stuff.
Well,
lot of it.
loads of my own stuff.
How many tracks do you think you've made now?
I have 350 on my SoundCloud, like private and public. But I've like
So you could do like 5 sets with that.
I can do a whole set like with just my production. I have a set on SoundCloud with all my own productions. Like
Unbelievable. That's
I'd
so
love
much
to do
work.
that. I'd love to do something like that in the future. Like do a MÖRO exclusive set, just unreleased and release bits that I've made.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That'd be
Unreal.
really cool.
We'll make it happen.
Oh man, definitely make that happen. That's serious.
Yeah.
That's definitely a niche there, you know.
What's it been like working with the lads since you?
Class. We're like a big family. Like it's not like when I go to ask Martin something, it's not like, oh, I don't know if I'll ask him. He's like a fucking brother to me.
Yeah.
So I don't really care. We're all a big family, so it's so much easier.
Yeah. Are you in?
Right answer.
You're not signed with any of the other big labels, are you?
No, I got a record deal last year with Warner Music for one track with Something About You, so that was huge, like massive. But now I'm a free agent at the moment. So
What age were you when that happened? When they bought that off you?
Just 18. I was just doing the leaving cert, so
Yeah. Jeez.
stressful. It wasn't really stressful.
Yeah.
I just put all my focus into music. I just stopped caring about school then completely. I
Jesus.
still done my leaving cert and done well
Yeah.
enough. So I can go back to college if I want to.
Fair enough.
But you don't.
What were you
Nice.
planning on doing though before music came into the fold?
I don't know. I'd be lost if I
Yeah.
didn't have music. I was looking at event management in Sligo or something like that, but I honestly would be fucked.
You're
with
all in
music,
now, like,
yeah, 100%.
That's good. That's the best way to be. Like,
Yeah.
What's it looking like this year now? Have you any big gigs lined up, or is it going to be busier than last year?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, it's been my January and February there was mental. Like most gigs, I done like 15 gigs in a month. I'd say it was mad. Like it was my first time being on the road, traveling on my own a lot, over and back to Scotland like twice.
Yeah.
It was unreal experience. Like all my friends just say to me like, "You never stop, man.
Mm.
You're always just on the go. I never see them anymore."
Mm.
Must be good management.
Very
Something
good
like that.
management, very
Yeah.
good management.
Do you mind the traveling? Do you like it?
At the start, it was actually hard on my own because it's like playing late gigs and then checking out early in the morning and
Yeah.
catching buses and trains because I don't drive at the moment either, so that's
Mm.
a big pain in the hole. I need to get
Yeah.
on that. But yeah,
Missing
only
flights.
once. That was a long week.
Do you have any like bigger names reaching out to you now, like wanting to collab?
Yeah, like Hannah Lang supports a lot of my tracks, but now I make loads of different genres at the moment, so names from each to reach out to me. I send out all my music to bigger DJs and it gets played on the big stages. So I'm trying to push that a lot more this year as well, getting support on the big stage because I feel like that's where you get a lot of like
Traction for sure.
Yeah. That and like playlists as well. Does that have a big impact on how your
Yes,
tracks perform?
yes.
Getting
I
on
actually
playlists.
haven't been released on Spotify yet this year, but I'm actually locked out of my account at the moment, so I'm
Why are you locked out?
it's a long story, man. But I'm gonna make a new one and definitely gonna start releasing on Spotify because I feel like that's a big part of my career that I'm missing. I know I'm a SoundCloud goon. I only release on SoundCloud. I only ever have, but I think Spotify is a huge factor that I need to bring into it.
Why do I actually don't know this. Why do most artists, smaller artists, release on SoundCloud instead of
So much handier, man. Like
Yeah.
with Spotify, you have to go through a distribution website and all this kind
Oh,
of
right.
stuff, which can be difficult at the start. You don't really know what you're doing. Like anything I've learned from all that is just trial and error. Like
Yeah.
I didn't know anyone who'd done it. Well, my friend taught me a bit, but it's just trial and error. But SoundCloud, you can just whack it up.
Yeah, it makes sense.
No bother. Like it's handy.
Good stuff.
That's what we're about, the handy life.
Handy life, keep it handy. That's it.
Keep it easy.
And that's the voice, is that it?
Nice, I think we're good, boys.
Yeah, yeah.
Anything else you want to add, fellas? At all?
Yeah. And you want to shout
Gigs.
out, where can people find you? Luke and
Flamingo_media.
Class.
MÖRO_music.
Nice one.
Nice one, fellas.
On a Bumble 24/7.
Blessed up and buzz on.